Hi guys and gals, good evening to each and every one of you. How are you all doing? I supposed to watch a movie Topak but time didn't permit me at all. That's why I'm gonna give you the reviews for this movie that I have watched just December 25, 2024. But before that, I'm gonna show you the other standee for this one. Connecting, okay? And I just wanna thank the Lord, of course, for the blessings that He gave for all the trials and challenges that I surpassed. Shout out to my mother in Bicol, Fea Bordo. And to all my silent subscribers out there, hi. To all my first viewers who never get card, all my masterpieces, thank you so much to every one of you. And hold on. And to all my 13 lovely countries, of course, my Facebook viewers, Philippines, United States, South Korea, Mexico, India, Uzbekistan, Indonesia, Russia, Italy, United Kingdom, Brazil, Canada, and Germany. You know what, guys, and to each every one of you, okay? You know what, guys and girls, I really love this movie because compared to his previous ones that I've watched, although I didn't watch all of his movies, but I do know that most of his movies containing a 90% comedy theme, but for this movie I think 80% of serious type, but it's a blended of comedy scenes. I could probably say, hold on guys, I just want to introduce you these characters. Hold on, some kind of tiring. MC Moa and Lassie Marquez, Gladys Reyes, Eugene Domingo, Vice Ganda, the main star, and two kids introducing Maurice Racal and Anthony Jennings, Jong Hilario, and another introducing Kulot Kapodpon, and Malu de Guzman and Kokoy de Santos. The reason why I love this movie, guys and girls, because it's a fast-paced, not boring, fun-filled, entertaining, funny, hilarious, lots of moral lessons and values, good values. And the first 15 minutes scenes shot in Taiwan, but some of internal scenes I think only here in the Philippines. And there are lots of changes happening for this movie. First, he doesn't have a leading man here, and how do you call the thing? No more. I forgot. Sorry. I'll be back for that topic. And sorry, guys. And lots of changing. He already evolved. I think he can act seriously. I would really admire him if he will take all of his wigs and he will be a serious actor, regardless if what the people says on him that he's a bald one or no more hair at all. But I think he can prove his worth and his longevity as an actor if he will accept and embrace his the imperfections. So, in Hollywood, either you have lots of warts like Morgan Freeman, or you are bald one like Bruce Willis, or anyone who has imperfections. People accept them because they are real actors, they have real talents. Okay, let's go back to the movie. This movie, the story tells about the family, about the lies, about being fooled, tell a story which is not true. So lots of heartwarming, lots of crying scenes in here, but I didn't cry, but I've got affected, and I can. This is a relatable one, guys and girls, and what I noticed for this one, that the kissing scene, there are kissing scene with these two characters, but I'm not gonna divulge, guys and girls, who are these two. I think when they are being how do you call it? They miss each other. I think they should kiss torrid. They kiss heavy and lots of feelings. But I think I don't know what happened to that particular scenes. And I'm expecting for a slapping scene between Eugene Domingo and Vice Ganda and Gladys Reyes and Vice Ganda, but it didn't happen. Why is it? I'm waiting for that scene, but the confrontation is very heavy, very intense. It's really like they're gonna win a acting for that particular scenes, and I really admire Eugene Domingo for her performance, because it's really extreme, and Vice Ganda, acting wise, he evolves, and the throwing of the lines I really like. And you know what, each characters has an impact made for the story, especially this one. I'm not gonna tell you guys and girls what the story being all about for each character, but Maurice Racal made a major impact for this movie. And then the conflict, the how do you call the thing, the pain, the misery they have. So it really happens for a family. So it's really a realistic story, and there are some surprise elements, surprise scenes, and they've got other characters that made by Vice Ganda in his previous movies, like Private Benjamin, The Parental Guardians, and Girl Bakla Tomboy, and there's another one. And then Joel Torre also made a remarkable role here in this movie. You know what? Each one of them has a shining moment, so they don't get the light like getting it without how do you call the thing? They got a shining moment that the director gave to them. And hold on, what else should I'm gonna say about this movie? Jong Hilario is also a very good here, very good in here, sorry. And Maludi Guzman also made a remarkable one for this film. And what else should I'm gonna say? I forgot the one that I'm telling you. Hold on. Just give me such a moment. And I think Vice Ganda, if he should cry, I think he should cry from the bottom of his heart, wherein the tears would come naturally. It would burst like a overflowing faucet, but he didn't do it. He just like doing like that, for him to looks like crying heavily, but it's not. So I want Vice Ganda that when he cries on his next movie, he should cry totally like a splattering water. It's overflowing fountain. And one more thing before I forgot. Oh gosh, I forgot. It's in my tongue. What's this? Lots of moral lessons. I already said that. And there's also a redeeming factor for this movie. And what else? It's in my mind. I forgot. The only thing that one more thing that I didn't like. There's a corpse in here wherein they keep on they make some comedy scenes for for this one. How come that it's already dead and they keep on pumping the body, and then some, just like a food that the corpse intake splattered into their face, into the other character face. So some kind of corny for me. I think they shouldn't skip that next time. They should skip that next time. Okay. And what else? I really love the confrontation scenes here. They had this kind of heavy attack right through their eyes, follow through their hearts. So guys and girls, if you have time, you can watch this. It's a recommendable one, not corny, not tiring to see. So it's a good one. Okay, just in case I forgot something for this movie, I'm gonna say it on my next episode. Okay, but I think it's really a fun field, guys and girls. So you have to watch for this. Okay, and Kokoy, this one more thing, guys and girls. Now I know. I've been waiting for the highlight of Kokoy De Santos, wherein, should I tell his role in here? Actually, he's also a member of the family. There's a highlight moment for Kokoy De Santos, but I want him to be shown that his moment for that, but guys, I don't want to divulge his characters. That's why it's all up for you to decide. But for me, it's his moment. That's why they should make some, what's that thing? Flashback. Why it was happened? Why he has money during that hard times. So next time, maybe they would have it. And what else? I think that would be all for now, guys and girls. And thank you for watching, and always like, share, and subscribe. Okay, thank you so much. Wish everyone. Bye. And one more thing, guys, because I forgot. The story also tackles about the having unity in every family for them to achieve their goals, their certain dreams, their what they want to have in their life. If they want to succeed, they should talk, they should unite. So they shouldn't be divided. If they have problems, they should talk. And you know what? It's really happened in every family, especially if there are some rivalries, there are some, what do you call the thing? Envy, some insecurities. It really happens. So guys and girls, always unite. Thank you.